Hi everybody!
Hello everyone!
Hello! Welcome to Middle C, episode 3 that rhymes.
Yeah.
We're freaking Dr. Seuss.
Wow.
Look at us. Are we getting a copyright for that? I hope not. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi everybody, welcome back. This is episode 3 of your favorite podcast, Middle C.
And if you're new here, my name is Grace and his name is Alex.
That is true. I can testify that. Viewers, our listeners, if you have been here since the beginning, A, thank you. We appreciate it. Your support is wonderful. And B, we are finally in the same place.
Yeah, it's so exciting. I'm very happy about it.
We are in the same room using the same one microphone. I'm looking at Grace right now.
Mm-hmm.
Last time, it was kind of ghetto, our setup.
Yeah.
Kind of last time, and we're finally here, and we got our iced coffee.
Mm-hmm.
This time, and I'm not gonna laugh, because last time I spat dark coffee. We were recording, and the second take of this, because the first time the audio levels were off. The second time, I spat dark iced coffee everywhere, and yeah, so we had to stop. So this is take 3 of episode 3, week 3 of Middle C.
Yes. A lot of rhyming there.
Look at us. Lots of the rhyming. I love that for us. So,
how was your week?
my week was long. Very
Nice.
long, even though it's only Tuesday.
Yeah, it's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday. We're recording this the day before it's releasing, so you guys are hopefully hearing this on Wednesday.
I feel like it's not Tuesday.
Right? I feel like it's definitely not Tuesday. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And you guys probably don't know this. I hope you don't know this, because that would be really creepy, but our school has been shut down, so we have been doing school from home fully for the past week and a half. And
I'm going insane.
I'm going insane. I can't with school anymore. It's like so horrendous, and like online is just, you would think it's easier, but it's really not.
No, because
It's like really not.
Internet problems.
Right?
The whole
internet problems. When I can't try my Google Meet because my Wi-Fi isn't working.
My camera isn't working.
Wink, wink. Even when
So you can walk away and get your coffee.
Right? Like, you know how many times I've done that? I've like joined a meet 2 minutes late on accident and been like, oh, my Wi-Fi was being problematic. Sorry, Miss Mallory.
And I feel like the teachers know.
Yeah.
They know you're lying.
They do.
But
they cut you some slack.
Yeah, because, life.
Because, 100%. I love my teachers, though.
Yeah. I love some of my teachers.
You know, what's unfortunate is that me and Grace were supposed to be in a few classes together this year. But my schedule was, like, jacked up. Really jacked up. And, like, I was, like, drop honors classes or take music classes. The music classes we were going to take were going to be together.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, like, drop honors courses or drop music courses. And I was like, ugh.
Honestly, honors is probably more important.
I would have to say that's why I stuck with the honors, but it was definitely unfortunate.
Yeah.
And
maybe next year.
Maybe next year, I hope so. What band did you get in? Are you in band?
I'm not doing band.
You're not?
No.
So you auditioned and everything and you didn't get in?
Well, okay. I couldn't fit it in my schedule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, at our high school we have 4 bands. We have concert band, symphonic 1, symphonic 2, and wind ensemble. Concert band being a more laid-back experience, and wind ensemble being more of a professional, higher-level band. Excuse me. And we were supposed to be in band together.
It's just the whole schedule thing, guys.
I was going to literally be in 3 bands, and I was invited into the top band in the school, and I couldn't take it because of honors English.
Friggin' Mr. Bond, man.
I like him. It's just,
He's great.
He's great. Our English teacher is awesome. Shout out to you, Johnny. Shout out to you, Johnny. I'll be having a good day.
Yeah. He's cool.
He is cool. He's a little loopy.
Yeah.
He's definitely a little loopy.
Yeah.
But he's nice.
He is really nice. Anyway,
actually, for a minute, I want to talk to you guys. At the beginning of this episode, you did not hear a small artist.
You did not.
You did not. And that is because we forgot. And that is also because we need people who want to be featured. So, if you want to be featured in one of our episodes, shoot us a DM on Instagram, turningforward_official.
Yeah, or shoot us an email, which is also on our Instagram page. So
It is
you have to
also-
go there either way.
Yeah. But definitely let us know. Send us your name, your age, and the genre of music you cover, and a cover. So like a link to like a song or an MP3 file.
Yeah.
And we'll hopefully get back to you. We should. So definitely let us know if you want to be interested. Or if you know anybody, please let them know, because this is kind of an exciting opportunity. I like to think so. So yeah.
Yeah.
Let's dive right into it, I guess.
Cool. First
Cool.
up, in the music industry, I'm sure most of you out there know, Billie Eilish released her new single, Therefore I Am, on November 12th.
You know, I hadn't heard that. I heard a little bits of it on TikTok, but I hadn't heard the song until Grace played it for me shortly before, and I forgot how much I love Billie Eilish.
She's so cool.
Like, she as a person, and her music.
She has 5 Grammys.
And she's like 19 too, right?
Yeah.
18?
Mm-hmm.
18 and 5 Grammys.
Yeah, all
Just-
from the same show. Like,
That's so incredible.
yeah, she's really... There's something about her.
There is just her vibe and her, like, her music. Her music is so relatable.
Yeah, and this song, I think, was directed towards her haters, which is very iconic of her.
It is quite iconic for her. She was like, sorry, no,
Yeah.
not today. Come
No.
again. And if you haven't heard it, 100% listen to it. I adore her, and I adore her music, and I actually have a few of her albums on vinyl.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's just... You know she was on Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
What?
Well, okay, she was like the background noises. And I'm offended for her that she didn't get a bigger, like, opportunity to be on screen.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like, she was like a kid. She was young, of course. But, yeah. It's like a background character.
That's incredible.
I know.
Oh my god. And then imagine being like, growing from just Diary of a Wimpy Kid, 5-time Grammy Award winner before you're 18.
Yeah.
That's just, she is so amazing. I want to be her one day. When I grow up, I want to be Billie Eilish.
Yeah. And it's so weird how close we are to her age.
Right? Knowing that, like, we're both 15. And, she's 18 or 19. And
That's so weird.
just knowing that he's only 3 years older than us, 3 or 4. Is she 18?
I think she's 18.
Alexa, how old is Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish is 18 years old.
She's 18 years old,
She's
guys.
18 years old. I forgot to turn the volume down. That's probably awkward silence, but it's okay. But she's 18. That's crazy, knowing that she's only 3 years older than us.
Yeah, and she's
like,
only been, like, big, I guess, for, like, a year or two? Like, 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years when she released her first album, Don't Smile. Was it Don't Smile at Me?
Yeah, I think so.
Or was it... when we all fall asleep, where do we go?
Yeah, I don't know. It was one of those two.
Album. It's such like a long album title,
Yeah.
but it was like kind of like she's always been kind of out of the box.
Yeah.
Unique. It's not a word. Not like unique. Not like her own self. Her own.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like a whole new
entity.
type of music.
It was a whole new type of music, and it was the first that I feel like even the long album title, which isn't a common thing, was very much Billie Eilish.
Yeah, and her videos.
Her music videos,
They're so thought out and imaginative.
they are so, and they're like the meaning behind them. When the party's over, if you haven't seen it, it's just her in full white, sitting at a table, drinking a glass of black liquid.
Yeah.
But then as the song goes on, she starts crying, the black liquid, and it comes out of her mouth, and it's just... the meaning of that is so...
Wow. She's so cool for being 18 years old. Like,
Right? Like, I highly doubt she's gonna listen to this ever in her entire life. But Billie Eilish, if you're listening, we freaking love you.
yeah.
And you're iconic. And that's on period.
And we hope to have you on the show one day.
One day, yes, we're gonna make it big, and our first big guest is gonna be Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. Anyway.
I can't.
Okay, so today in music history, One Direction released their debut album, Up All Night.
Okay, guys, I remember when that album came out.
That I was never really a big One Direction listener.
Me neither. I just remember everyone freaking out about them. And I wanted to be part of the group, so I found a favorite guy. And
God, Harry Styles.
Harry Styles was always my favorite.
Harry.
Everyone listening, Harry Styles was my favorite the whole time.
He still is my favorite.
Like, he's thriving, but
He really is.
people, like, their favorite was like Niall or Liam.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
What names are kid Niall anyway?
I don't know.
After it's like after a river and a disease. Like the Nile River and West Nile virus. Like,
Yeah.
imagine.
But I was always like, my favorite is Harry, and they all looked at me like I was weird, like I was insane for thinking.
Yeah. And now they're all like, oh my god, Harry Styles, I love Harry,
Yeah.
I've always loved Harry.
I'm
No.
like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Shut
Don't lie
your
to
mouth.
yourself. Don't lie to yourself.
I've been a Harry stan from the beginning.
From the beginning. And that's on period. Like, genuinely, did you see the Twitter drama?
The Twitter drama.
What is that person? What is her name? Who made that tweet? Because she's some sort of, like, absolute and utter jackass.
Candace Owens, I think.
Candace Owens.
That, something that I can't say on here. I
probably shouldn't have said jackass either.
it's fine.
It's okay.
We're
I can bleep it out.
it upsets me
It really does.
when people talk like that.
Especially coming from a woman. I'm not, that kind of sounds a little sexist coming off. I'm trying to say that, like, she has endured the struggles of being put down simply for something you cannot control.
Yeah.
And, like, to clap back at him for doing something so...
For wearing a dress. Like,
on the cover of Vogue, too.
and like...
Like, Vogue is a very contemporary magazine. It's very modern, and it's very unique. And the people on it, and the fashion, and the ideas, it's just so contemporary. And that's why it's so successful.
And the great thing about Harry is that he doesn't care. Like,
He
he'll
does.
wear anything he wants.
Yeah, and he will not care.
No, but he doesn't care if you like his dress or not.
Right? Like, he honestly could care less. And it just shows the immaturity.
Yeah, and I'm like, what Candace said, she was like, do you think men in Western countries are wearing dresses? And I'm like,
Yes.
obviously.
Clearly, have you, like, seen Japan and Japanese and Chinese street fashion?
And like, they're,
Vietnamese?
even from their culture, they wear dresses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you need to do your...
You know what? I can't.
Like,
Just...
guys can't wear dresses.
That is such an outdated law.
It is.
It's such a, like, a unspoken rule. Like, boys cannot wear makeup. They cannot paint their nails. And they cannot wear feminine clothes. But, like, all of those things, they're not gender specific.
Exactly. It's like,
They were just painted into social norms.
yeah, and it's the same thing with women. Like, it's a whole issue, which it should be, that women are put down for what they wear. And if they wear more masculine clothes.
Yep.
But it shouldn't
Even
be
if-
any different.
No, the thing is, you're right. They either wear masculine clothes and get bullied for wearing masculine clothes, or they wear feminine clothes and say they're acting, quote, slutty.
Yeah.
Or they're acting, or their clothes are too inappropriate. And I'm like, well,
But, yeah.
no one's gonna wear a wrist length, knee, like ankle, like ball gown.
But then when it comes to men, like, nothing is accepted for them either.
No, like, nobody can dress how they want.
No.
And that is so wrong.
It's so wrong.
I love how we started with One Direction and we got on the topics of, like, sexism and, like...
You know what?
We're just amazing like that.
We
We
are.
just went on a whole tangent.
Also, today in music history, 3 years ago, You Are the Reason by Caleb Scott came out.
I love him.
And that was actually the first song we ever covered.
It was. It
Wow.
was.
It holds such a
That
special place.
Right? Because that song was... Alright, here's a story. Hold on, let me take my coffee first.
he does the Debbie Ryan hair tuck.
I don't even have hair to talk. Okay, so last year was our freshman year in high school, and we both managed to get a study hall, period 9, on like at the same time.
Yeah.
And we were like, I don't know what to do, so we were like, okay, let's go to the practice room. Our music in our school is like a music suite, and there's a chorus room, and then a band room, and then there's like a band office, and then a 3 or 4 practice rooms. And a practice room is a small room that's like soundproof with a piano in it. You can go in there and you can practice. And we would go in and we would just sing songs, and we would practice music and record ourselves, and it was just, we would have so much fun. And then one day we were like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And then I forget if it was me or you, and we were like, we should like teach class.
Yeah.
And it was we were like, wait a minute, that's a good idea.
It was a really good idea.
And then we were like, wait a minute, it's actually a good idea. And then we talked to our choral director, and she was like, I think you guys do have the ability to do that. And we made it happen. We went to our local YMCA and we talked to the club coordinator, and we were set to start a class on music in March. And like, originally it was like November, but then it happened to be in March because of stuff that happened. And then COVID happened, so we never actually got to do it.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why we're doing this podcast, actually. But that's too much off topic.
We'll do a whole episode on our history.
We will. But yeah, like that, I was teaching that class really started like turning forward, and like...
Yeah, like, because turning forward had been an idea before we went to the YMCA.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't really have a name. We were just like a duo.
Yeah, we were like Alex and Grace.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And then we were driving in the car with my mom after school, and we were trying to figure out a name. And my mom saw this street sign, and it said, "Turn Left." And she was like, "Name your band Turn Left." And we were like, wait.
That's actually good.
Wait a second.
And then your mom did not turn left.
No.
She went forward, and we were like, oh my god, turning forward, boom, done,
Yep.
We made it.
Yep.
We
And
did
you know, it was like not a deep thing, like figuring out the name.
Yeah.
It was something so simple, but the name itself has such a deep meaning.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it.
Like if it really does. Like we're turning away from all of everything else, and we're focusing on us and doing what we want to do, and we're just gonna plug forward. We're gonna turn away from everything and go forward and be ourselves. And we don't have haters yet, and I'm not asking for haters, so please do not leave hate comments, but we are turning away from all the negative things and being who we want to be, and
Not letting anything hold us back.
that is so true.
Wow.
I'll drink to that.
I'm not grabbing my cup right now, but yeah.
It's iced coffee, guys.
I'm going to tell you guys a little story.
Yes, do that. Still.
So, this is our third time recording
Yes.
this podcast today. The second time that we were recording, we mentioned our iced coffee, of course. And
Grace said she was drinking out of a mason jar, because we have mason jars, and she had a metal straw, and she was like, I am sipping my coffee in my mason jar with my metal straw, and I feel super bougie. And for some reason, I thought bougie was so funny, and I laughed, but I spat my coffee. Like, if you look at it, there it is on that wall. Like, there's the coffee on the wall. I spat it everywhere.
Oh.
And, we just laughed so hard, and we had to re-record, or we had to start over.
I'm tearing up right now thinking about it.
I can, like, see your eyes are, like, watering. Like, you okay?
I really don't want to start over again.
It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
But yeah, that's what happened. And that's why we're steering clear of the whole iced coffee subject.
Yes. Like, I'm almost done with my cup, and I'm debating having another.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't, because...
Pizza's on the way. Very excited.
Right? Like, yes, pizza is on the way. Oh, I forgot. We're getting pizza, you guys.
I love how this is a music podcast and we're talking about iced coffee,
Coffee and pizza.
and boujee-ness.
Boujee-ness. That's not a word. It is now, and it also is the title of our episode.
Yes.
Boujee-ness.
Okay, we're gonna power through this right now.
Yes. Okay. Pentatonics.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we feel about Pentatonics. If you've listened, if you haven't, and this is your first time, go listen.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of like Pentatonics.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We totally did not go see them live in concert. We did not meet Matt. We did not
almost have a heart attack. It's
okay. But on November 13th, Friday the 13th, actually, Pentatonics released their new Christmas album. And good Lord, the first 17 seconds, you guys, if you follow us on Instagram, you saw on our story,
a little conversation
a
between...
little snippet.
So, here's how it happened, though. We were in class. It was...
Yes.
And I texted, I can't believe they're releasing a Christmas album on Friday the 13th. And then I went to my music app and saw that they had posted it. The way I freaked out...
She goes, oh my god, they released it now! And I, muted my class. I didn't actually mute my class. But, I turned on the volume, and then I listened, and I text, oh my god, the first 17 seconds. So good. And the songs, thank you. There may or may not be something coming.
Yeah.
Along the terms of thank you. We're going to leave that open.
Guys, they outdid themselves.
They truly did. This is one of their best Christmas albums on top.
Yeah.
And, there are actually some originals in there. And there are some songs that aren't, actual Christmas songs.
Seasons of Love.
Yeah.
Guys.
Oh, my God.
I can't get into all of that right now, but...
We need to have, an entire episode just devoted to Pentatonics.
Yeah. I just want to talk about 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, my God.
That's the first song in their album. Okay, when it gets to the 7th day, Mitch, our favorite, starts singing,
favorite.
And it's this cool techno sound.
Yeah, he always gets those really, really cool
Yeah, and it's so him.
It is so.
If any of you out there follow Mitch Grassi, you just get that techno vibe, and I know he likes that kind of music too.
Yeah.
So it was such a cool choice to me for a Christmas song to put an electronic techno. I loved it.
I did too. I really did.
I think my favorite song on there is either Amazing Grace or Thank You, though.
I would have to say it's a good tie for me between the 12 Days of Christmas and Thank You.
Yeah. Guys, Thank You.
Thank you.
It's such
a good song, and it was written by Scott and his boyfriend, and that just puts more of a more meaning behind it.
Yeah, and they spoke a little bit about the meaning, and it was about how this past year, of course, has been rough for everyone, but how they got each other through it.
Yeah.
And it made my heart so happy.
Right, it really does make you happy on the inside,
Yeah.
It's just knowing the meaning behind that song.
Yeah.
It's just how it was written, why it was written, who it was written by, and the vibe of it. And you guys probably, if you're not a hardcore Pentatonics fan, you wouldn't really know. But the 5 members are Kirsten, Scott, Mitch, Matt, and Kevin.
Yeah.
And Kevin is the beatboxer.
Yeah.
He also does some singing. He's a Harvard grad. He's fluent in Mandarin.
Yeah, he went to Beijing for a
and
year.
He studied abroad, and he's fluent in not Chinese, Mandarin, my bad. But he is extremely talented on the cello.
Yeah.
And if you listen to that song, there are strings. It's not completely a cappella.
Yeah.
But the cello,
when it comes in, just immediate chills.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither.
But yeah, because Kevin, he became a part of the band from them seeing a video of him playing the cello and beatboxing at the same time.
Yeah, there was a video. You may have actually seen it, a viral video of him playing the cello. The cello, not the piano. I've had too much coffee. the cello and beatboxing, and it went viral. And they saw that, and they were like, "We need this guy." We saw them. We talk about this too much. We've talked about it on every episode so far.
It's just a very happy memory.
We saw them live in Bethel Woods for Woodstock happened, and Kevin had his own little feature where he celloed and beatboxed live, and it was live, and it was like you could tell it was real, like,
Yeah.
because it wasn't perfect, but in that way it was.
Yeah. And it's like, he also does this thing where he overlaps. So he'll play his cello.
He's a loop pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does that on his Instagram most of the time.
Yeah. So if you go follow,
Kevin Olushla.
is that
Yeah,
how you say
Olushla.
it? Olushla? Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Just, he's so good.
And you know,
The talent.
the first time I saw Pentatonics in concert, I think was 2016. The summer.
Without me.
I'm sorry.
But okay.
God.
Jeez.
It was 2016. I saw him with my dad and our other friend, Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam. I'm listening. I love you.
And it was raining. And
It was?
Yeah, we were all outside.
I remember Sam telling you, you or Sam telling me that someone's dad was like waiting on the website to get you tickets.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
That was my dad. Hi, Dad.
What's up? It's Grace's dad.
And I remember being in school and texting him like, "Did you get the tickets? Did you get the tickets?" He got the tickets, and he got meet and greet tickets too.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I know you've met them a few times.
I met them once, at that concert, and it was
Can you see them in New York City?
yeah, the past 2 Christmases, except last year, we went to a Christmas concert of them. But that summer was the first time I've ever seen them. And when Kevin played, my dad was freaking out because he plays the violin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He too is a big music nerd. And he was freaking out. I was freaking out. Sam was freaking out. It's raining. I don't even feel the rain.
You were numb to the rain.
And like, that was their last tour with the original bass, Avi Kaplan.
Oh God.
And wow. And I love both of Avi and Matt, but their last song that they sang, well, one of the last songs, was their original Standing By. That song made me cry. Because I had already been following Pentatonics for about a year. Mm-hmm. And that song was like their song. That was like Avi's song.
Yeah, that was like...
And they were just singing around a little light bulb. And it was completely quiet in the arena. Like no one was talking. No one was cheering. And it was just them without microphones.
They did that. What was it? When we saw them, they did that. And what song was it? A Light in the Dark? A Light in the Window?
A Light in the Hallway.
A Light in the Hallway?
Yeah.
I knew it was Light in something.
Yeah.
A Light in the Hallway, but they all huddled around like one microphone. And like, they're talented.
Yeah.
They're just so talented.
And it was like, there wasn't any auto-tune. It was just their voices, not into a micro... Like...
Yeah. We need to move on.
We do.
We do need to move on.
Okay. As you know, Alex is a huge Ariana Grande fan.
I am a huge Ariana Grande fan.
And for those of you who are, you'd be happy to know that today, her song Positions hit its second week as #1 on Billboard 200.
Congrats, Ariana.
Congrats. She also released her single 34 plus 35.
Today. No, not this. The music video came out, not the single.
Her music video.
The music video came out. For those of you who don't understand, 34 plus 35 is 69. And I'm going to leave it at that.
I didn't even realize that until you said that. Wow.
The 34 plus 35
Her
in
mind.
album positions.
Her mind.
Anyway, but yeah, congrats to Ariana. Congratulations on that. Tuesday, November. Actually, for us, it's Tuesday the 17th. But you're listening after that.
Yeah.
So it released today. It released yesterday for you guys. So congratulations to her.
Yeah.
Barack Obama put out his playlist that he would listen to during...
Not a name you'd expect to hear on a music podcast.
Right? Barack Obama, but he released his president playlist of his favorite songs during his presidency. And I'm like, you know what? That is what the world needs right now.
Yeah.
If we're being completely honest, it's going to be Barack Obama listening to Coldplay.
Yeah, and I love him. He's so cool. Like, I know there are a lot of controversies about him out there.
Yeah.
And honestly, the presidents aren't perfect.
No.
No president's perfect.
No, definitely not.
Definitely. But I just feel like he's so engaging.
I love him.
He's so engaging with the country.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel, like, connected in a way.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sip on my coffee and think about that.
You do that.
There was a song called
Bougie.
Lose Yourself on that.
Lose Yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
By who?
I don't have no idea. I forget the name.
That's okay.
But he listened to Lose Yourself during his presidency, and it's kind of bittersweet.
Right? Like, to know, like, to be vulnerable like that.
Yeah. Anyways.
Did you know that when Joe Biden won the election, they did the fireworks, and they did that whole outdoor celebration, and the fireworks in the sky, it said Joe Biden, and they played Coldplay. I forgot what song it was, but do you remember what song it was?
No.
Sky Full of Stars? Is that what it's called?
That might have been it.
Yeah, but the reason they played that was it was Beau Biden's favorite song, and he died of cancer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Joe Biden's son, Beau Biden. What a name.
Beau
Biden. But Joe Biden's son, Beau Biden, his favorite song was Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay, and they played that at Joe Biden, his celebration. And I was like, that is the man we need as president. That is the kind of vulnerability we need as a nation.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I don't know either, to be honest. I like him very much.
I do. And, I don't agree with everything that he says.
No, me
but,
either.
And I don't agree with some of the things that he's done in the past.
No, but that's the same with everybody.
Yeah.
Like...
As long as you are a good person now, I think, that makes you fit to be president.
I agree.
Also, okay. Last on our list.
Last week, we were supposed to get to this one.
Yeah.
But we didn't. Okay.
So, Miley Cyrus is going to release her album in 10 days. From today.
Ooh!
10 days.
Oh. Ooh, I'm so excited. Ah.
When you guys are listening to this, it will be 9 days. And her album is called Plastic Hearts.
Oh, it's so good. It is so amazing.
And
just like...
Yeah, I think 2 of the songs that are going to be on there have already been released.
Yes. Heart of Glass, which is such an...
Her voice.
She was meant for rock. She was put on this earth to do that kind of music.
Yeah, and like Billy Ray Cyrus.
And I'm very happy for her.
Yeah, it's like, you would expect that from her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did kind of like, he did country, but it was also a mix of country and rock.
Yeah.
But she's just doing it full on, and she's living her best life.
I'm very happy for her. That came out. That's gonna be very good. I can't wait to listen. I'm very excited.
Yeah, she's putting her cover of Zombie on there. Ugh.
I'm gonna die, you guys. I'm gonna die.
I can't even imagine what she's gonna sound like on that.
Because her vocal fry is just...
Yeah, and it's healthy.
That's what I enjoy most about listening to someone sing. If you can, like, do growl tones, and if you can do whistle notes, and if you can have, like, a good kind of, like, crispy vocal fry, but it's not healthy...
Yeah.
That is so unappealing to listen to, because it hurts as a musician who has studied that kind of stuff and listened and know what it should sound like. Mm-hmm. It bothers me. Yeah,
if you study music, you know what we're talking about, but you can just hear it when someone is straining their voice, and I would know because I strain my voice.
Yeah, so have I. I know from experience it does not physically feel good, and it also does not sound good at all.
Mm-hmm. And that's why a lot of like popular musicians have had to go into vocal rehab. And
Sia. Oh, she had like a vocal disease.
I think it was like Sam Smith, right?
Sam Smith, you're right, yeah.
They went into vocal
rehab because they strain their voice, and if you listen, you can hear it.
Yeah.
It's so obvious because when you strain your voice, the goal is from your when you're singing high, like a belt, the sound should be coming from your head or your chest. It should be coming. Imagine the sound coming straight out of your nose.
Yeah.
When you strain your voice, you're physically straining your body.
Yeah.
And you can, if you're like, your neck will tense up, and obviously your vocal cords in your esophagus and your voice box are in your neck. And if you tense your neck up, they can't move and they can't operate and they can't do anything really well.
If you're doing that for years, you can develop a node.
Yeah.
Which are very scary. And you can look up videos on YouTube of people getting them removed. And it's removed by laser surgery, but it would be best if you could avoid that.
Yes.
Because I learned this from my voice teacher. when you're straining, it's mostly because your larynx is being raised.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're singing, you want to have open space.
Yes.
You want to... Your stomach, your diaphragm is supposed to be doing most of the work.
Yes, from the bottom of your stomach. That's why when you sing, you sing in your head voice, your chest voice, whistle tones, falsetto, mix. Like there's a few voices, but none of them should be coming from your throat.
Yeah.
Primarily, you have your falsetto, mixed head, and chest.
Yeah, and it is possible to strain your head voice.
Yes.
I know that doesn't sound right, but...
It doesn't sound right, but it's just a very real thing, and you should not do it.
No, because you'll know when you're straining it, when you feel immediate pain in your throat, and you shouldn't be.
Singing should be not painful.
Yeah,
there should be no pain involved in singing.
And you should be paying attention to how you're speaking on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
If you speak with like a vocal fry like this, you're not gonna be able to sing.
Right?
Because you're damaging your voice.
Yeah.
Okay. We're like getting into a full-on class here.
That's okay. You have time.
Your vocal cords are supposed to hit each other, not hard and not too soft.
Yeah.
They're supposed to just like glide against each other.
And that's what causes the vibrations, and that's what singing, talking is.
Now, when you're singing a high note, they're supposed to be just open and slightly vibrating.
Because it's air moving faster, and the faster the air, the higher the sound.
Yeah, and we can't show you on here, but if you look up just look up videos of vocal cords, you can see a diagram of how they work, how they move. Mm-hmm. It's really interesting to me.
It's really interesting to look at.
If you're a singer, I'm still learning how to use my voice correctly, but if you're singing a high note, something that's really helped me is imagine the sound just shooting up. Mm-hmm. Or if you're singing, if you're belting a chest...
I've always had a problem with belting, and when I belt high and I belt like almost like theater songs, I strain in my neck very, very hard.
Yeah, and something that's helped me with that, just doing exercises that loosen the tension.
Yes.
Like, you just have to be aware of it. If you're gonna go and perform, like, work on your breathing before, so you're not losing breath. Loosen your shoulders, like roll your neck a little bit, because that will decrease the tension in your throat. Like when you're belting chest voice notes, you want to imagine just it pushing out, like you're trying to push a piece of paper across the room without it falling. That's helped me.
And like, nothing should be forced. You should not be, if you cannot sing something, do not force yourself to sing it.
Yeah, you
because your body, your vocal cords, your voice you're not ready for that.
Yeah, and if
you're gonna go backwards.
Yeah, and I have dealt with this problem the past few weeks. If your voice starts hurting minutes after you start, that's not a good thing.
Stop.
And you probably should get
medical assistance.
You should go to an ENT, make sure everything's okay. You should get a vocal coach who knows what they're doing.
Singing is a lot more than you think it is.
Yeah,
when I say singing and you think of it as just like but that's not it.
And it's it can be really disheartening when you see these people on like social media that can sing so effortlessly. But I feel like the work that you have to put in, if you can't do it effortlessly, is really worth it and really rewarding. Yeah. Just make sure your technique is right, because
technique is the top of it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we're out of time.
We're gonna miss you. I hope you enjoyed our class.
Right, we had a little music class going on at the end. I really hope you guys enjoy this podcast, and we know you do because the support has been blown my socks off.
Yep, and now we are on Apple Music.
We are on
so
Apple
you
Music.
Can find us there. Also, just a reminder, if you or someone you know is a small artist who wants to be featured on our podcast, send us a DM at turningforward_official on Instagram. Your name, your age, the genre that you typically sing, and a cover or an original of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, like, a fact or two about yourself, so we
Yeah.
can talk about.
Yeah. We'll try to get back to you ASAP.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys for joining us on this fine evening.
Yeah.
Um,
We can't see outside. We both just
we-
look towards
we-
the window.
We both look out the window, but I closed the blinds. So yeah, thank you guys so much.
I
Have
hope
a
you
wonderful evening.
Have a happy Thanksgiving. I
Yes,
know we'll see you
that's
next week,
right.
but
Oh.
happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, we're gonna see them before Thanksgiving. That's okay. Just a reminder, Middle C,
Middle C.
every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Bye.